Good morning guys, it's Brooklyn. I literally just woke up. I'm so tired, but today I'm going to be filming a get ready with me, and I'm also going to be talking about like New Year's goals and the reasons why you should have a goal this year and tips to achieve those goals this year as I'm doing my makeup and getting ready. Okay, so before we get into like all of that, basically what I'm doing today is I'm about to go run some errands because I have this like huge window in my room and you can like see right through it, and I feel like everybody can just see me. So I'm about to go get some like frosted glass to put over it and then put some curtain on it just so it looks a little better. And I feel, you know, more comfortable about it. After that, I'm gonna go to the gym because hashtag resolutions. Okay, so the first reason you should have a goal this year is because goals give you a focus. Now, if you've ever taken pre-calculus or anything like that, anything to do with graphing, you may have graphed a focus. You cannot have a graph if you do not have a focus because you're not going to know which way the graph should go. Having a goal is like that. When you have a goal, you kind of have a direction that your life is going into. You know, you kind of start having like a path. When you start breaking down your goals, you start to have a plan, you make a plan, you write it down, and then after that your plans become actions, and that is how to have a successful 2020. You know, when you have a reason for getting up in the morning, for, you know, a reason why you're working out, a reason why you're writing this book or why you're making this video, then your life starts having a direction that it's going into. My next reason why you should have a goal, and guys, I'm so sorry about my voice. When I say I literally just woke up, I literally just woke up. But we're gonna get through this. The next reason why you should have a goal is because it gives you a way to measure progress. And I feel like this is like kind of cheesy just because, you know, everybody's like, oh, measure your progress, write it down, take pictures. But it's true. When you measure your progress, you're able to see how far you've become. Like, I know for me, when I first started losing weight, like, I couldn't tell how much weight I had actually lost until I started taking pictures of myself and I started like noticing how different I looked in pictures, and it was crazy. I was like, oh my gosh. So by having a goal, it kind of gives you a way to like see, okay, I started at point A, now I'm at point B, but I'm trying to get to point C, but look at how far I've come already. Like, you just start getting like motivated like by yourself because you're like, oh my gosh, like, yes, I'm changing, my life is changing, I'm changing this way, my feelings. Like, don't just document physical change, because I promise you, as you do something that pushes you, because, you know, typically goals are not something you do on a daily basis. Like, that's why you set a goal. So when you start when you start changing something about your daily routine, typically you start changing mentally, you start changing physically, you might start dressing a little bit different depending on what your goal is. Like, and a big thing is mentally, because typically a goal isn't something that, like, it's something that typically scares you or like pushes you out of your comfort zone a little bit. So you might be left with like feeling more confident about yourself, you might be left feeling, you know, more proud of yourself. So document those small little things, because, you know, you may look back in a year and be like, oh my gosh, look how much my life has changed since then. Don't be afraid to start, because if you don't start, you can never reach that goal. You have to start. That's so important. And like I said, just, you know, tracking your progress, tracking your physical, your emotional, your mental, your spiritual, all of that stuff is tracking progress, and that are ways like that you can see improvement in your life, because goals help you overcome procrastination. Now, we all know somebody who waits till the last second to do everything, because I'm the biggest procrastinator ever. I will wait till literally I have one day to do something. Sometimes even like I'll do something an hour before I have to do it. Like, I procrastinate so much. I will find every other thing in the world that I have to do and a reason why I can't do that thing that I need to do. When you kind of have a goal and you have a plan for doing your goals, then you're less likely to procrastinate, because typically a goal is something that's like solely directed at you, like it's your own personal goals. You're more likely just to get up and go do it because it's something that you want to do. It's not something that somebody is forcing you to do. Like you kind of have your own like way of doing it, and you can take it upon yourself in the direction you want it to go. It kind of helps you like have a start to your day. You're kind of starting to hold yourself accountable for that thing. In turn, you're overcoming your procrastination. My next reason why you should have a goal is to get remotivated for life. When people, like, I feel like even like as teenagers, like you're kind of start lacking motivation. You're kind of like, your life is starting to kind of be like set out, like, okay, you go to elementary school, you go to middle school, you go to high school, college, work, blah, 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 blah. By having a goal, you're kind of like giving yourself motivation to get up in the mornings. You're kind of like telling yourself, okay, so this is something that I have planned for myself, not something that somebody else has planned out for me, and I'm gonna do it for me. You kind of get remotivated in a sense, because you're like, oh, like I want to do this thing. I don't want to do ABC. If you're not motivated, like, and you're not excited to get up in the mornings, like, what are you doing? Like, you're gonna accomplish nothing by not being motivated. This is where tracking progress comes into place. This is where all of that comes into place, because you're gonna start seeing how much you're changing, and you're not gonna realize it at first, but eventually within a few months you'll start to realize how much you're changing, and it's gonna be crazy to you. It kind of like breaks your normal routine, and you're able to kind of just venture out and explore, see what kind of exciting things, see how much you can change your body, see how much you can push yourself in the gym, see how far you can get in that book, or to see how long you can keep up that YouTube channel, like stuff like that. Like, it kind of just gets you motivated, gets you excited, like you get pumped up. You're like, oh yeah, like look at me doing something for myself. Like, you should feel accomplished by that. Now that we've talked about goals, let's talk about how we're gonna actually achieve those goals. So my first tip for achieving those goals that you have set this year: aim high but set small increments. I talk about weight loss a lot just because me personally, like, I used to be overweight. Basically, let's say you're trying to lose 50 pounds. You don't want to try to lose 50 pounds like all in the start, because chances are you're gonna gain some, lose some, and you're kind of gonna like get unmotivated and like fall off the train, because you're gonna start getting down on yourself. If your goal is to lose 5 pounds, then okay, 5 pounds is way more achievable, like when you think about it, than to lose 50. So maybe after you lose the first 5 pounds, okay, now your goal may be lose another 5, and then boom, bada bang, a few months later of that cycle, and you're down 50 pounds, maybe more. So my next tip is to be clear on your goals. And I'm not talking about just to yourself. Like, obviously, yes, be firm about your goals to yourself. Like, don't, be like, oh, I'll do it tomorrow, oh, I'll do it later. No. Be firm on your goals, but not just to yourself. Be firm to other people, because if you're not serious about your goals and you're not taking your goals seriously, how is somebody else going to take your goals seriously? If your goal is to get super strong in the gym, obviously you got to go work out. So maybe you can only work out from 5 to 6, but Pete wants to go eat dinner at 5 at Texas Roadhouse. Don't be afraid to say no. Don't feel like you're gonna miss out on a bunch of stuff, because I promise you, and I'm not saying like don't enjoy life, like definitely enjoy your life, but just keep your goals in your mind, because I promise you it is such a rewarding feeling at the end of the day to know that you accomplished something that you wanted to accomplish. You will not regret it. But definitely, like, be clear and firm on your goals. Don't let somebody walk all over you and tell you that your goals are stupid. It does not matter how small your goal is. Like, it's a goal for you, and obviously if you set that for yourself, it's important to you. So do not let people walk all over you and put you down because you want to accomplish something. No, be firm on your goals, be clear on your goals, and stand with your goals, and girl, boy, whatever, you accomplish them, because nobody's gonna do it for you. Now, my next tip is to get help. What that means is what it says. ask for help, ask for advice. There is somebody out there that is going through what you're going through right now, and there's also somebody out there that has gone through what you're going through but is where you want to be. I'm sure there is somebody out there that will be able to help you and also make your life a little bit easier. My final tip is to be consistent. It's okay to start off slow. It's okay to start off not knowing what the heck you are doing, because I promise you, you're not always going to start off knowing. That's the point. And you start so you can get better. And if you don't start, you can never get better. So don't be afraid to just start something. The only way to truly fail at something in life is to give up. Because you're consistent, you're going to be fine. There is literally no way to fail if you don't give up. Please, like, work towards your goals, work hard. And I don't know, like, I feel like at the end of the day, you're gonna feel so good when you start, like, accomplishing these little things. You're gonna be like, dang, like, I did that. Like, you're gonna feel so proud of yourself. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. I just finished my makeup, so I'm about to go run my errands, go to the gym, do all that. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope that some of these tips and reasons for why you should set a goal helps you and motivates you to have a good 2020. Thank you so much for watching. Please like this video and subscribe. I'm gonna start being more consistent. I'm gonna take my own advice and try to start posting more. So with that being said, I hope you guys have a blessed 2020 and an amazing day.